That sucked.
That fucking sucked. All right. Well, it says we're back in.
It says we are.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick my levels up a little bit and
Yes,
pick
sir.
yours up a little bit. Here we go.
We recorded
All
like
right.
a whole podcast. It
Yeah, we
felt
did
like,
an entire fucking.
but the thingy was off.
Yeah, it. We think either it was recording and then it turned off, or I never clicked record, or it died. It
It's
could
kind
be.
of like getting hit in the nuts. It sucks.
It just sucks. We're
We
out
just
of
got
breath
nut
now.
tapped, guys.
We don't know where to go because we did like I think 20 minutes.
At least 20 minutes. All about China and Japan. It was probably for the best.
Actually, it was probably
Probably
best.
for the best. It got a little weird.
God damn it. God damn it. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it was probably the goddamn Chinese that sabotaged us. They turned off our fucking equipment wirelessly.
They didn't turn it off when we were
Because
talking.
goddamn TikTok.
They didn't turn it off when we were talking about North Korea. They were real pro North Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm turning you down, bruh. You're too loud, bruh.
They were real pro North Korea, dude.
Now I got to pick you up because you're too quiet.
What do you think the official stance of like a neutral country is on North Korea? Like, let's say Switzerland or Ireland. One of the pussies that didn't get involved in World War II.
And, dude, everyone... North
You think
Korea
anyone
only
else
has like
cares about them?
2 allies.
Do you think anyone else cares about North Korea, though, or are they just like, fuck them?
I think really the only country that they really... Well, they pose a threat to a couple countries.
Japan,
Australia, New
Korea.
Zealand, South Korea, and America. And Europe. But
Yeah.
I don't think...
That's most countries, dog.
What?
That's almost every country, dog.
Do you know how many countries there are?
I'm kidding.
I think just because those countries are in range of getting hit by missiles.
Makes sense. I don't know, dude. Kim Jong-un, it's crazy that their leader is such a heavy-set man, but all of his people don't eat. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's like the
That's
running...
What happened in
Joke.
France until, they revolted. How long do you think they'd ever revolt on their own?
What? Like the French Revolution?
Yeah, do you think the North Koreans would ever revolt? Start guillotining people to death?
I think they might just be too scared. And they're also propagandized out of their mind, but they also know it's like... Because back then, like, you got to imagine, like, in France back in, like, what, like, 16 whatever?
17, yeah, something.
Like, they only had swords, and they had to, like, put you in jail.
cake! I don't know why that's, like, the saying from then. It's let them eat cake or some shit. It's weird.
Yeah.
Fucking gay shit.
And it was supposed to be, like, wealth going back to, like, the people or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you'd have to imagine back then there's a lot that went into it.
And then there's that.
Now in North Korea, if they catch you stepping out of line, I doubt they even throw you in jail. I think they just shoot you and kill you.
No,
and
they put
leave
you in
there.
a concentration camp, dude.
That.
Yeah. But back to the French, that stupid revolution, they put it through that terrible ass play. Have
What?
you ever heard of the play, Les Miserables?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. You want to know why I fucking hate it?
Why?
Because every time after that play came out, I was in the car with my mom because it was before I could drive. She'd fucking blast that shit. Blast it. I would get pissed.
You're about to piss
That's why
me
I
off.
hate the French,
There's
dog.
nothing worse than when
That solidified
somebody
in my mind.
won't fucking stop putting a goddamn musical on.
I fucking hate it, dude.
It's-
it pisses me off.
It's like when...
Michael, do you want to watch them Les Miserables? No, I don't want to. I hear it every day.
There's really no way to upset somebody more than to continuously put a play
I'm honestly
or
upset now.
the sound I know to some fucking it's like shoving something you like down someone's throat like in a way that's almost indescribable.
It's obnoxious because you control
it's
it.
audible torture.
Yeah, dude.
They could lock somebody up who like the fucking like you're trying to get fucking information out
They
of
did
a
that in
spy.
Guantanamo.
Just playing like, oh my god, pick
I think
any
they played the
fucking
real
play.
Slim Shady over and over again. So they just kept saying, "I'm the real Slim Shady. Please stand up. Please stand up. Put one of them figures up."
I mean, any song you can pick anything.
Dude, honestly,
But
even the
there's nothing
greatest,
that would
like
get
even
you
the
there
national
quicker.
anthem, it would drive you insane.
After so many times, yeah,
What do you think would get you the fastest,
dude, yeah, easily a play.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I hate it so much.
There's
Fucking hearing it
sometimes
in my head.
there's
now.
sometimes where you're like, I don't understand how any guy could ever put his hands on a woman and like hurt them, and then they start singing a fucking play over and over again. It's like I'm about to start cracking some fucking skulls if I hear this horse shit one more time. What's so goddamn funny over there?
That's honestly fair. I agree 100%.
I don't even think that's just funny. That's just genuinely what we believe. Have we done 16 minutes or something?
Dude,
Jesus.
I wonder how.
Done 5. Just making sure this goddamn equipment's still on.
I wonder if there are any people who genuinely live their life by the magic 8 ball. You think there are any people that like wake up every day and like, should I go to work today? Oh, I should. Fuck.
God damn it! I have to.
No, I shouldn't go to work.
I have to go to work.
Should I call off today? Appears not. Fuck yeah.
You know, I was watching. I don't know if it was like a documentary, but I was watching like a thing about squatters.
Okay.
Do you understand the concept
Yeah,
of
it's
squatters?
fucking crazy, especially in New York. They have crazy rights.
You
dude.
should be able to actually
Shoot
beat
them in the head.
fuck out of squatters.
I don't agree with murder most of the time, besides like capital punishment, but I believe those people should be able to be shot in the head.
Squatters are like the unfortunate result of human rights. You know what I mean?
We should take them and put them on an island and play the most dangerous game in
because
hunt them,
obviously human rights and like basic rights, it's like a fundamental thing to any well-functioning society.
dude. Correct.
But there are unintended negative consequences to human rights, and then squatters are one of them. You get squatters who just somehow figure out a way to just not pay for anything.
Yeah, dude, it sucks.
They steal money from people. There's like legally nothing they can do. Dude, I
They
was watching
piss on
something.
them.
This dude was like knew the court so well, he would file restraining orders so that the lady couldn't even go back to the property.
Holy shit.
I would be like, okay, so then I'm going to burn my house down because I own it.
I'm going to shoot him in the head.
And I'm going to lock him inside and he can burn to death. That would genuinely be one of my... Or I would just grab them. I would invalidate the contract somehow. I would literally break into the room and I would grab them and I would drag them the fuck outside. Like you know how you
Toss
seen like...
them.
And oh, sure, we can toss them. But I'm saying, like, realistically, drag them outside the property, go back and lock the house so they can't get in, and just start throwing their shit. Like TVs.
Like an ex-girlfriend.
Exactly, dude. I would break up with them in the worst way. I'd throw all of their shit on the front lawn, and then I'd call the police on them and say they tried to rape me. So then they go to jail. And then I put all their shit in a garbage bag and I put it on the front step. It's
Wait.
it's trash day.
Let's role play.
Now
I'm
you
the
have
police
nothing.
officer. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Knock.
Thank God, officer. Please, I need your help. That man who's on the fucking lawn tried to rape me.
What happened? How did you get in here?
He was my roommate. I think
Okay.
he's on drugs or something. He must be smoking because I smelled something weird. He started throwing his shit out of the apartment. I locked him out. I'm honestly scared. He hasn't paid me rent in 9 months. Take him to jail.
How did you end up
tried to rape me.
outside?
He ran out there.
Why is he in a pile on the ground?
He also has a gun.
Why
So
do you- why
he
is
has
he-
a gun, so you should probably actually just kill
Why
him.
are both of his kneecaps blown out?
I think he was fucking in a professional dick sucking contest. I think he was on his knees for like 15 hours and they gave out.
He looks fucking malnourished, dude. Where have you been keeping him?
I don't know what he's up to. He's gay and smokes meth, dude. I don't think he eats.
Dude, he's saying you locked him in his basement for 7 months.
Dude,
What's
you're
wrong?
so fucking annoying, dude. You're so goddamn annoying. You're so fucking annoying. You're so stupid, too.
What's the difference between? I feel like if you do have squatters, you should be able to torture them, right?
That's what this is the whole thing. And then
So,
you'll be
yeah.
like, I want to play a cop. And then you just go in circles, just in fucking circles. You need to take an improv class.
Fuck improv.
No, you need to learn what that is. It's a crucial step in comedy. Being
No.
able to let the joke continue. That's pretty important.
Fine. No. Fuck you.
You're
Okay.
a jackass.
All right, let's continue.
Jesus Christ.
I'm thinking what else? Who else is the dregs of society? People who piss in public currently?
I mean, I
Like that video I sent you?
piss outside.
No, not like that. You know what I'm talking about. I
Like
think that was in France.
people who piss in the streets.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck's up with that?
I mean, it's ridiculous, sure.
Or people who randomly piss on people. That was horrific.
What I need to do, I mean, that's crazy.
Did you see? Yeah, you watched that
Those
video.
people need to be clubbed.
He had a tiny penis, dude.
He did have a tiny little penis. That poor woman, I feel so bad for her. Even though it's not that violating, like really in the
I mean,
grand scheme
getting
of things,
pissed on, dude.
it's not the worst thing. I mean, if it was calm, I'd understand.
Dude, imagine if he did that to a black woman. He would have gotten fucked up.
Imagine if he did it to some bitch in Atlanta, dude. He would not have a dick.
Any
She would
black
knock
woman.
him out
Dude,
in a second.
I'm telling you, any age besides maybe under 13, that dude would not be conscious. Or if they told their dude, remember that video? I don't know if that guy was Samoan or black, but he was like, "Yeah, my daughter. I'm sorry, the little girl, that I jumped your daddy with my brother." Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, that
dude,
was
that
kind
was
of
crazy. So the story is this: little girl was bullying this guy's daughter, and he asked her to stop. He went to his parents, he went to the school, and no one was stopping her. So he went with his brother after school when they were going to pick up the
their
kid.
parents, and their
Yeah.
parents were like, "Fuck it, whatever."
Yeah.
Let her ride.
So the girl didn't stop, and the dad was going to pick up this kid from school, and this guy and his brother beat the absolute shit out of him in front of his daughter and said, "Stop bullying my fucking daughter," and then left. And then he posted an apology video on TikTok that was just not him apologizing at all.
It was just him justifying his actions.
It was just him
and,
telling everyone what he did.
and everyone was like,
It makes sense.
"I fuck with it, yeah."
And someone was like, "Why was it 2-on-1?" And he posted a response. He's like, "I wanted to show her that life's not fair." Her daddy had to be the tool that she learned by.
Well, I get it. It's not like about emasculating him or whatever. It's like, no, I brought another person, so because we wanted to beat the
Dude,
fuck out of you. I didn't want to have a fair fight. I wanted to beat the fuck out of you.
Speaking of shitty children, imagine if like your daughter accused you of molesting her and you went to prison for like 8 years and then she finally recanted it. And she's like, "No, I made it all up."
She finally what?
She finally recanted it. Like
Oh.
she said, "Oh, I made it all up." Do you ever talk to her again? No.
Probably not.
No matter what, dude.
You'd be like, "Listen, like whatever. Like I'm out of jail now. I appreciate you finally owning up and telling the truth, but
Well, let's say, okay, here's an idea. Let's say she's like a millionaire. How much money would it take for you to forgive her?
if she was a millionaire,
Yeah. For like 8 years ago, she's like, "I'll pay you any amount. Just be reasonable. I'm so sorry about this. I feel terrible. I've met God. I've seen God. I know God now."
I guess like 24 million.
For 8 years, 3 million. That's fair.
Yeah, 3 million a year.
Would you be able to hug her?
I don't know.
I don't think I'd be able to touch her. I'd be like, "Fuck you, bitch." No, I accept the money, but 6 feet.
Yeah,
I'll file a restraining order.
you gotta stay. Yeah,
6
you gotta
feet
stay
away from
50
me.
feet away from me at all times.
I don't want to.
I have a restraining order on you.
Shit, dude. You want to hear about another crazy person I met this week? This dude's the wildest person ever. First off, I work in a nursing home with people with horrific diseases, like uncurable diseases.
Nice.
And this guy who wore a white button-up shirt, no tie, black pants, and a belt. What does that make you think?
He knows
It starts with a
jujitsu?
C. It starts with a C.
What?
Cult. So this guy sits down. Like, what are the Mormon missionaries wore, dude? He's not Mormon. Mormon's not necessarily a cult, but this guy. He sits down across from me because I'm feeding this guy who's coming to visit. And he's like, "Oh, pizza. I never eat this stuff." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool. I fucking love it, dude." And he's like, No. It's not good for you. It's not good for you, my friend. It's meat, dairy, no good. I'm a vegetarian." Then he talks about being a vegetarian for 25 years. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm only here because I'm feeding this guy.
Yeah.
And then finally he gets to like why he's here, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a not Jehovah's Witness, no, Seventh-day Adventist. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and we just we come and we do outreach, and I've been taking care of people like in hospice, and the thing is when they stop taking their medicine and we put this oil on them, they get healed."
Oh my god.
And he's telling people at a nursing home this.
Jesus.
I told
fucking
my
Christ.
supervisor.
Yeah, good. Did you get him kicked out?
No, they didn't kick him out
Why?
because he wasn't trying to sell it to them. He sells it to their family members and then brings it in and puts it on them. That guy should burn in hell, dude. Just saying. I think he's the worst human being I've ever met.
Did you tell him that?
No,
You should tell him that.
I might do that.
Dude, you should speed
I
run
was
just getting
talking-
fired.
I was talking shit to like the coworkers, and he was like, "No, he's a holy man." I was like, No, he's fucking not, dude. That's a fucking scumbag.
Okay, so we actually have to plan your move down to Columbus.
That actually pissed him off, dude. Like, I'm upset about it.
Yeah, dude, use that as your reason to quit. Put in your 2 weeks and be like, for you not kicking
Now
out that
listen,
7-day
motherfucker. I have some words for you. You're a
Yeah,
piece
and
of
then
shit
on your
human
last day,
being.
you can say what you think.
Yeah. I do need to figure out everything about moving here. I need to find a good pay.
Yeah, so
that doesn't
what
drug test.
is that what you're looking for? You want to keep working with the elderly and the sick?
Dude, they pay good. It might suck, but they pay well.
Well, you could just be a prostitute for men and women, mostly men, entirely men.
I mean, I'd probably see the same amount of genitalia.
Yeah, but now it'd be getting shoved up your bussy and in your mouth.
Sometimes they rip ass. Oh, dude. Sometimes you want to hit them, I'm not going to lie.
The elderly?
I'll tell you a few scenarios. All right, so first of all, these people don't have any control of their body, right?
Yeah.
So you lay them in bed to change them. So when you roll them, they have their ass to you when you're wiping their ass. Sometimes they just rip ass right in your face. And then you're like, did you just fart? And they're like, yeah, but it was silent. How'd you know? It's like, it went right into my fucking mouth. How do you think I knew? I fucking tasted it. Fuck like you, bitch.
8 inches away from your asshole. That's how I know.
I call this old lady a bitch. I was like, fuck you.
Really?
Yeah, we're cool. She knows.
Well, okay. Well, that's different.
We're cool. But yeah, that's one. Another one is when you take off their like brief to go and change them. This one guy will make eye contact with you, smile because it's dry, and then he'll start pissing.
No.
Yeah, he's the worst. He's the worst.
What the fuck?
He's a scumbag. He can't talk, but he's like, so I think he's kind of retarded now from the disease. But he's a dick.
So he just waits.
He waits, and then you come up, and then he looks at you. He smiles, and then he starts pissing.
Pissing where?
All over himself.
Do you just grab his dick and squeeze it so he stops?
You grab the brief and you kind of like push it on him, try to catch it, so you don't have to change his whole fucking bed.
Dude, I would be livid. I would kill that motherfucker.
You know how hard it is when they don't want you to take their shirt off and they don't just let you? They fight so hard, dude. Some of the women have to call me in to help them.
Just keep splashing water on their face. Be like, let me change your shirt. Let me change your shirt. Let me change your shirt.
That's considered abuse.
Fuck off. No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
it's a little water. Everyone needs water.
Everyone needs water.
Yeah.
He needs cleaned.
Or
He hates. Some of them hate getting bathed, dude.
Just like this. If they're laying in bed, be like, can I change your shirt now? No? You go,
Well, you
what
can't
about
talk.
now? You just fucking pretend to hit them. They're like, all right, I guess.
It's kind of fun to do
Scare
that
'em.
in the hallway in front of people.
To yell at them?
No, to go. Just walk away. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I go, and I just walk away and I shake my head like you're lucky.
That's insane.
I whisper, "You're lucky, dude." They love me. I'm everyone's favorite person.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude. No, I don't hear an end of it. All of them are like, "Oh, you're the best aide I've ever worked with." And I was like, "Stop sucking me off, dude." I say shit like that all the time, and they still love me. One time, this guy was like, "Hey, oh, you put that on really good," because I was putting a condom catheter on him, and I was like, "He's like, but don't get a big head about it." I was like, "What? Why the fuck would I get a big head about my ability to put a condom on another man? What do you think this is? Who would brag about that? Imagine I'm at the bar, I'm like, dude, guess what? Guess what, dude?
What?
I got the best compliment today at work.
Like, whoa, what happened? Black guy compliment you?
No, it was a skinny white man, but I had to hold his penis and put a condom on it, and he said I did a really good job. But then he really followed up with a negative. He was like, "Don't get a big head about it." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
Maybe he thought because you
That
were
really
like
hurt
touching
my
his
feelings.
dick, he was like, "I don't want you to get hard." Like he was talking about your other head.
One time,
He's like, "I don't want your head swelling up over there."
One time, another guy who was slow, like also slow, he told me that I was a homo for doing my job. When I was changing his condom catheter, he was like, "Why are you touching my dick, homo?" And I was like, "Fuck, just doing my job." And I left.
I would make women do that.
Dude, no, some of them, yeah.
And then I would go get
Some of them
my
get erections,
forearm gloves,
dude.
and then I would go in and I'd just fucking start blasting old women out, being like, "I'm changing your fucking condom
know.
catheter or whatever." Just
I genuinely think you'd kill some of them, Caleb.
I probably would.
No, you would.
Dude, I have to deal with elderly
even a
people now.
joke.
It's the most infuriating thing. I don't
Imagine
even have
having
to
do
see them.
all of the activities for them.
That I would I would not be able to do
I
that.
used to work at a pizza place.
I have to just talk to them on the phone, dude, and it makes me want to fucking. I lose my mind. I put myself on mute when they are talking. I go, got another fucking Medicare case over here, guys.
You do not say we have another fucking Medicare case over here. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because every single time they call, they go, this is a phone call. I go, blah, 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 blah. This is Caleb. And they go, hello? I'm like, hi, yes. How can I help? And they go, hello? I'm like, how can I help you? They go, hi. Do you take Medicare? No, we don't. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess I'll just be self-pay. Oh my fucking God, because when we don't take their
How much is
insurance,
self-pay?
most time, dude, expensive. Because it's not, it's like,
just live with jacked up teeth, dude.
I know. Dude, no, I think the same fucking thing. I get people calling in, and I'm like putting in their birthday. They say they're born in the 30s.
Imagine if they're like, but it's my grandchild's birthday this week. Can you help me out?
No, yeah, I can put you down.
Honestly,
I'll
let them
put
have your
you
life
down.
insurance. Fuck.
Yeah. No,
It's your time to
there
go.
are people who are calling that are 93, like women who are calling and they're 93 years old, and they're like, I need to get
They just want a reason to
tooth
get out
pulled.
of the house.
It really is. You don't need to get a fucking tooth pulled to get out of the fucking house, Dorothy.
You need a fucking bullet.
They
I'm
tell me
kidding.
their birthday is like
kidding, guys.
1934. I'm like, holy fuck, just die. Just fucking die. Why even waste your time on this fucking earth?
And if you're alive, have someone else schedule the goddamn appointment.
I genuinely, because sometimes they'll come in for like an implant. Implants take a year, and you're gonna die before the implant is done. You're gonna die from the fucking infection you're gonna catch from your mouth being all fucked up from getting an implant put in.
For men, anyone under 18, their parents should call to schedule their doctor's appointment. And over, I don't know, probably 70, it is someone else should be doing all your scheduling for your doctors and shit. Same with women. I don't know what age with women it changes. Probably like 60 because they tend to lose their fucking minds.
Women become retarded around 55.
Yeah, they lose their goddamn minds. You're just like, what? How is that a decision you made?
They start.
What's going on
They
in your
start
head?
dude. Women after they cross 55, they start mistaking fucking like scenes in movies for their own life, and they'll tell you a scene from a movie and be like, "Do you remember when I was standing in the rain and your dad was saying that he wanted to fix all of our." It's like, bitch, you're talking about a rom-com. Shut the fuck. And it's like, no, it's not.
Or they're talking about shit like
and
it's
they get
the news.
mad. What?
They're talking about shit from movies like it was on the news, and you're like, that's not.
That's not at all.
The
what's
apes are
happening.
not talking. They're not taking over Africa.
Or
right now.
they start believing like insane, like they'll see
Conspiracy
ads and
theories?
shit. They'll be like, I'm gonna save 71% on my mortgage
Dude,
payments.
my
Like,
mom
you're
takes
getting
so
scammed.
many supplements, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Does
You're
she
taking
really?
way too many. Yeah, dude. She's probably paying a ton of money a month, like $100 a month on supplements. I don't fucking know.
Okay, so I'm figuring out women under the age of 55 to get out of their problems, they just
They just take
manipulate us.
supplements.
No, not supplements. They just cry. Whenever
they do.
Whenever you confront a woman and they're wrong, you know they're wrong because they'll just start crying. Women, when they're above the age of 55, they just get angry and
They
they're like,
still
"No,
cry, dude.
stop."
Sometimes they'll cry.
Yeah, but they don't produce tears anymore.
Yeah, because of the supplements.
Because they're so chock full of supplements.
They make them dehydrated.
It dehydrates them. It backs up their tear ducts, so they like cannot produce tears anymore.
I'm glad that episode got deleted because I think supplements is funny. I think that was a great clip.
What?
The supplements. I
Just
don't think
that?
we would have reached supplements there.
Probably not. We were talking about shit about Chinese and Japanese people.
Yeah,
for
that
a
was
lot of it.
bad, dude. But what else?
Yeah,
A
that
woman,
was like incredibly racist.
What else
Now that I'm thinking about
the
it,
woman in the 50s do after? Yeah, I want to get back from that. It was bad,
watch movies in the middle of the day. Remember none of it.
dude.
Watch
I'm
the
just
same
glad
movie
my parents,
2 days
I'm
later.
just glad my parents aren't like fucking soap opera people. Could you imagine?
Dude, you know what
Or
my dad?
talk show people? Yeah, I know about your dad.
No, you know what my dad's getting into lately?
Alex Jones.
No, golf.
Oh fuck that! I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I know, and my mom's starting to watch it too.
Oh, they're watching. I thought you meant he was playing it.
No, watching golf.
I don't know. When people get older, they start to like golf. I don't know why. I asked the residents why it's on. I'm like, why are you watching this? And they're like, I think it's relaxing. I was like, that's stupid.
I guess it's like a way to like, because as an older person, everything's like slowed down for you. So you can still watch a sport and it's slow enough for you to like keep up with everything 100%.
Yeah, I hate golf, guys.
Golf, I mean, maybe in like 40 years we'll both be like, put on the
No,
golf.
dude.
And they don't say golf, they say golf.
If I ever think about putting on the golf, I'm gonna monk out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Remind me if
put
I
a
ever talk about golf.
I'm gonna just
monk out.
I'm gonna just pile on explosives onto my chest and turn them on and say, "Fucking peace out."
And walk into a pro shop.
What?
And walk into a pro shop.
Walk into a pro shop.
That's what they call.
No, oh my god! You know what'd be funny? You
go to a Top Golf and do that shit. That'd be funny too.
No. Go into like a golf store, but what you do is you have like a vest on. You put like a big sweatshirt over, so you have all these explosives. And you grab as many golf balls as you can. You put one bucket on your back and one on your front, and then you explode, and then you turn into a fucking claymore, dude.
Shut the
Just
fuck
explode,
up.
just
Shut the
golf
fuck
balls,
up,
just
dude.
everywhere.
Imagine if you got
mass
like a blow
casualties.
dart thing that fit the golf balls, and you just started launching them at people at like 20 miles an hour, and you're just pelting them.
What would be the most horrific way to kill? Not like painful way to
Probably-
kill yourself. I think.
Killing yourself?
Well, no. Listen, to scar the most amount of people,
Oh.
I think you would have to be. How would you gather the most amount of attention and then because suddenly exploding yourself would be pretty.
Here's a
jarring.
pretty sudden way that someone can die. If you got like hit in the eye with a golf ball, that's probably the most sudden death possible.
No,
It would
no.
scar me.
No. I mean, like you're gonna blow yourself up, but how do you scar the most people while you do it?
Go to a mega church and go on stage.
Yeah, that's a
how.
good one. That's a good
the
one.
only way. Or in a
Stadium.
amusement park.
No, what you do is you, like, as kickoff's about to go off, you run to the 50-yard line and everyone's watching you, and you blow yourself up.
But it's not as funny because the pastor
it's not
doesn't.
supposed to be funny.
The pastor
You're
doesn't.
supposed to be scarring people.
The pastor doesn't have to explain why it happened in the place of God if you blow up yourself in a football field. You're not thinking about the layers, dog.
Dude,
You have to think about how fucked up it is that it happened in a place of worship.
I mean, that's funny, but that could also be seen as, like, a form of protest. Just close your eyes. Imagine a stadium right before kickoff. Some dude jumps on the field. Everyone's like, yeah, go.
I'm tired of them kneeling.
No, listen. Runs off to the 50-yard line, and then as soon as he gets there, he explodes. Just not even the explosion. Don't even think about the explosion. Think about the noise everyone would make in the stadium. That would be hilarious.
Oh!
They would go, oh, my God.
Fuck.
It would freak out for like 10 seconds.
Or-
and
or-
then the announcer would be like, holy shit, that was crazy.
Or it just
Dude
be
just blew up.
It'd just be silent and one guy in each section that's just blasted goods. Holy fuck!
Yeah, oh yeah, drunk people
That'd
would
be the best.
drunk people would be like,
God damn, guys!
what? They'd be in shock.
I'll have what he's having. I hate those people.
Oh my God.
Like when you're in public and then someone does something funny, and then they're like, "I'll have what they're having."
Or like when you're going
wanna-
to a nice restaurant and someone's overdosing and the paramedics are giving them Narcan and the dude you're on a double date with goes, I'll have what he's having.
And you're like,
And you just stick a knife in the bottom of his jaw and you go, shut the fuck up.
yeah, dude. I think that's justified.
Yeah.
I think
Entirely.
I think you can just cut off someone's finger for that. I don't think you have to cut off their Actually, yeah, I think you might have to remove their ability to talk. Do you want to kill him or just scar him? I don't know. How big's the knife?
It's
I
up
don't
to
think
him.
this would
It's up
kill
to him.
I don't think this would kill him. I think it would just cut off his tongue, which would suck.
It would fuck a lot of shit
Do you
up.
remember-
You'd probably cut something vital.
Have
I'm
you-
sure you'd get no, dude. You're cutting into the throat.
Dude, listen.
But I guess right there, not really.
Listen.
What?
There is a bullfighter who got gorged through here, and he lived. The horn is out of his mouth.
Oh yeah,
He entirely lived. I mean, he can't talk no more, of course.
it's all fucked up.
He can't talk no
Can't
more.
eat soup.
Probably not, because that doesn't happen in like first world countries. You're right. That's a third world kind of thing. Actually, no. Bullfighting's a first world thing for some reason, but rodeos now. Rodeos has slowly devolved into a second world kind of thing in lower class thing.
Like in Mexico, you mean?
Mexico and
Mexico, fuck
and the
heavy
country,
with
the United
rodeos.
States. Yeah, Mexico, South America. Anywhere there are ranchers, fuck heavy with rodeos.
Did you hear that we're now gonna start ranking countries into a fourth world country?
Wow, just for North Korea, fuck. Could you imagine? Just as a fuck you, the UN's like, hey, Russia, guess what? we re-ranked the countries, and you're a fourth world country.
Fourth world.
We're gonna start sending you aid.
You
guys.
don't have enough sausages. You are fourth world country.
What countries do you think would actually be fourth world countries?
Like the Sudan, a lot of Africa right now. Dude, did you know? Did you hear? Or do you know that the like?
Yemen?
No, a lot of Africa is about to start. Like Africa right now is going to go through a very tumultuous time, like civil wars in Africa.
Yeah,
like,
it's
all of Africa is going to be engulfed in war.
It's been a puppet state for so long.
It's the Chinese, bro. It's the Chinese
and the Europeans.
And well, that's fine, but it's the Chinese and the Russians that are getting in there fucking shit up.
Nah, dude, the Europeans fucked shit up
we need to get
to
Africa. We need to trick the Africans.
When they started conquering the entire like continent, they were fucking shit up pretty bad.
China?
No.
Africa?
Europeans.
Oh, Europeans.
Yeah, when they were conquering Europe, they were fucking shit up.
Yeah,
imagine just like being
Europeans,
a tribesman.
When Europeans decide to work, they can get shit done.
Wait, let's think about that honestly. Conquering Africa. You're from Europe. What's the craziest animal you see? Like a snow leopard or not?
Elephant, 1,000%.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing you've seen, right? No, you haven't seen an elephant yet. You haven't gone to Africa. This is when you're still in Europe. Like the craziest thing you see, it's a bobcat, right? Unless
maybe it's
live
like
in,
you've
Eastern
heard
Europe.
of a bobcat.
Yeah. And then you go down to Africa, and the people there don't wear like normal clothes. First of all, they have paint on their bodies, which is weird, and they fight with spears still. What the fuck's up with that? And then you start seeing the wildlife. You see a giant ass spider or some shit, and then a lion roars, and you're like, what type of fucking hell is this? And why are these people not able to defend themselves?
You see, like, just
shit?
like a deer with a super tall neck. You're
Yeah.
Like,
what the
fuck?
Imagine seeing two giraffes fighting as a European who's never seen animals before. They just
be
swing their necks at each
We're
other.
in another world.
What? Did we space travel? Holy shit, I wish the world was flat.
I
This
bet,
is what's around
as soon as they got there, they started looking around and started seeing all the crazy shit. They're like, let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, let's go home.
Fuck Mussolini's fascist ass. This is not worth it.
No, we're not dealing with this bullshit.
Holy fuck. Let's just start a mafia.
They're like people that haven't even lived here.
That's probably what happened, honestly.
The freakier thing must have been seeing that the tribesmen and like the bush people that live there. They not only were they like naked, like you said, and had minimal supplies, but they were existing out there completely efficiently.
And their language was crazy.
But it's like not only are these people undeterred by all of the nature and the wildlife and all the crazy shit that's happening, they're thriving in it.
Well, most of the time.
Well, I wouldn't say thriving, but they're doing
surviving.
Well. They're surviving, yeah.
In most parts.
They
But
have
at this time, I don't know. I think fuck, I had a point.
Let's just keep going until the camera dies.
I had a point I was going to make. I forget what it was. How long are we at?
32 minutes.
Oh, let's keep going.
Yeah.
About Africa. Well, first they'd have to go through Egypt, and they'd have to deal with, they'd see camels or something. All right, fuck, that's strange. And then they're dealing with the sand. They've never seen sand before. That's weird. Then they stumble into the fucking jungle. Imagine seeing a gorilla for the first time. Honestly. Do you think the original, like the Europeans that first saw the gorilla, do you think they thought they were human for a second?
I don't know. That's
because
a good question.
They're big, dude.
And Europeans are racist.
They might have thought they were like Bigfoot, honestly. Maybe that's where fuck.
I think maybe because it's like seeing it's like seeing in a horror movie, it's like seeing like the scary thing. They never show it to you right away at first.
Yeah, dude.
It's like the back of it's running away. That's what it was for a while.
Dude, I think my favorite like explanation for the Yeti is there used to be a group of like a species of gorilla that lived in mountains and had white fur. That's my favorite explanation because that's just fucking bananas. How thick would your coat have to be to survive that?
I mean, I believe it. There are monkeys who live in the Arctic. I forget where they live.
That's the most realistic one, I think.
But their skin is blue and their fur is orange. Have you seen them?
Yeah, they have the weird asses, don't they?
I don't think. No, they're not like. No, they live in like the Arctic.
No, I've never seen them then.
Yeah, here, I'll show you a picture. Yeah, they look fucking wild.
Dude, monkeys are the scariest animal I think you could run into because they're actually smart.
If you think about it, they probably figured out how to talk to some of the bush people, and they were like, what the fuck are those giant black things running around? We can't catch them. And they're like, you mean gorillas? And they're like, what the fuck's a gorilla?
It's crazy.
And they're like, you know what a monkey is? It's a big monkey. And they're like,
what
the fuck is a monkey? Yeah. And they're just trying to fucking...
small gorilla, guys.
Yeah, keep up. Hold on. Keep talking. I got to do this.
I don't even know. That had to be one of the most shocking animals. Or a hippo. How many Europeans do you think hippos killed and they're trying to like take their boats across the rivers? I bet there are mass casualties. Oh, those are cute, dude.
Yeah, they live in the Arctic, but they have blue skin and
Oh
orange
no,
fur.
they don't. Oh, they live in like Tibet, right?
Yeah, they live in
Oh,
like
okay.
some cold Asian
That
country.
makes more sense now.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like Antarctica, and I was like, nah, that's just like polar bears and penguins.
No,
Fuck.
dude. If I was trying to tell you that there are
I'd be like,
monkeys that
what
lived
the
in
fuck are you
Antarctica, you should be
talking
like,
about, dude?
you're retarded.
But
You need
Nepal
to shut the fuck up.
I didn't know for sure.
No,
Nepal
no.
makes sense.
Dude, if I was trying to tell you that, you should have told me. You should have shut me down fast.
That would have been like, bitch, come on, dog.
Yeah, no.
Get your head out of your ass, dog.
Quit believing all this bullshit.
But I think that's the most realistic story or another one I've heard is that like there were swamp gorillas when we first came from like Europe over here,
Yeah.
but we just killed them all, and that's where the
Swamp
legend
gorillas?
that's where the legend of Bigfoot came. There were swamp gorillas that we came over and just slaughtered. Do you think that's realistic? I think that's kind of realistic.
You would imagine that at one point, I mean, we're finding fucking the bones of dinosaurs. Why
Yeah.
couldn't we have found one of like a complete set of one of them?
Yeah, I'm sure we might eventually. Dude, I feel like that's that's a real possibility that those things exist.
I think it's infinitely more possible that we live amongst maybe not amongst aliens, but aliens exist and they're out there
Yeah, dude, I'm not
than
arguing
any
with
of that wild shit on our planet.
You think that there's not a chance that there used to be a species that kind of looked like a gorilla living in other places in Africa?
I think they would have been hunted to extinction.
Yeah,
by
exactly.
human
And
beings.
now there are stories about it. Like we have mythical legends about it. I'm not saying that the Loch Ness monster is real or anything. All right, what do you think's more realistic, Bigfoot or like the Loch Ness monster?
What?
What's more realistic, Bigfoot or the Loch Ness monster?
I don't know, because if we're suspending belief, they're both equally realistic because the Loch Ness Monster comes from a very real place, which was like aquatic dinosaurs. Because aquatic dinosaurs still exist today.
Also, there are some fish that if there's enough feeding supply, they can grow indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
They can grow without stopping.
It's a prehistoric
so
trait.
you think that that's more realistic than like a Bigfoot?
I'm not saying a Bigfoot existing at some point on our
Is
Earth
ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, but them existing today, no, I don't think so. Could they have existed like a million years ago while we were in the middle of our evolution?
Or like
For
the
sure.
Neanderthal area. I feel like that's probably when they existed. I want to say the Neanderthal period. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Well, it was probably like when all the interbreeding between, because it wasn't like we didn't full out human beings
hunted them
didn't
out.
full out hunt out. We interbred and we outbred all of like Neanderthals.
But they also hunted them a little bit, I think.
Well, yeah, after we became strong enough, we could.
Once we started getting a little bit of their culture,
we captured the most retarded Neanderthals and turned them against our own
into
people.
a breeding sow.
Oh yeah.
Like fuck her. Yeah, her too. Oh, fuck yeah, we're gonna beat the fuck out of them.
We're gonna fuck these Neanderthals.
They're gonna be
and
smart
kill them.
and big.
Yeah.
And that's how.
But I think there's probably a couple of those people who were retarded enough and they slipped off and they probably banged a couple monkeys. They were close enough. We were able to or maybe not monkeys, but like a gorilla. And then they created what was Bigfoot.
Dude, how stupid does a gorilla have to be to allow you to bang it? You think a gorilla, because you're not going to unwillingly bang
seduce a gorilla.
You think so?
Yeah, dude.
I don't think
They're
so.
fucking dumb. You could give them 3 bananas. And if you're quick enough, you could get in and out.
You don't think they'd feel it?
I'm not saying they wouldn't feel it, but I think it would be like they know what's going on,
Dude,
but you gave them a couple bananas.
If they realize what's happening and they don't like it, you're getting ripped in half.
That's why I said be fast.
It's crazy that they don't eat meat. They only eat vegetables and they're that big.
No. Listen, do you know that the amount of animals that are actually true herbivores? It's like you can count them on your hands. Like
they
very,
only eat
very
meat
few.
if they're fighting or they're starving. They prefer not to eat meat.
Well, no, most animals, even deer and chicken, they eat meat. They just don't go out of their way to procure it. But you could give a deer a chicken breast and they'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know that? Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Apes, if they catch is that the camera? Oh, it is dying, but I think it. Yep, never mind. It's gone.
Bye-bye.
All right. Peace out, guys.